Hello, I've just got on a train in Euston and I picked up a report from Owen Jones, journalist, and he is talking about the events in Cardiff yesterday. Police are moving in on a group of 13 people who are outside the BBC. The group are holding signs with "I oppose genocide, I support Palestine action" written on them. 46 arrests have taken place in London for the same act, while 29 arrests were made in London for the same act last Saturday. News also coming in of multiple arrests in Manchester at the foot of the Emily Pankhurst statue. Now, we have to be really precise and clear. The arrests of over 70 people, I think it was 71 people across the UK for supporting Palestine action, are now that's now designated a terrorist organisation, raise concerns about liberal democracy and freedom of expression. And it seems to me that it's offensive to British democratic values, and why it's reasonable for various commentators to have said that there's a comparison to Russia. It's not simply rhetorical hyperbole. Many of those arrested were detained for showing support, such as holding signs saying "I support Palestine action, I object to genocide." This isn't about stopping violent plots, it's about policing speech and symbolism. And in a democracy, non-violent political support should not be a criminal offence. The Terrorism Act of 2000 gives police extraordinary powers. Those powers are supposed to target genuine terrorism. And by using them against peaceful protesters, the state is normalising their use for political dissent. And Russia famously designates organisations extremist and puts people on lists to arrest critics for mere signs or words. And the UK is now risking using the same approach. And people will be deterred from protesting or criticising government policy if they risk arrest merely for association or expressions of solidarity. And this is the antithesis of the free speech tradition Britain claims to uphold. Accounts of bags being searched, IDs checked, people dragged into vans for holding signs, make us look authoritarian and ruthless. And such policing tactics aim to suppress, not to facilitate, peaceful protest. The UK government frequently lectures other countries about human rights and civil liberties, yet here it arrests people for their views, and this hypocrisy erodes our credibility. It's exactly the criticism we make of regimes like Russia, which conflates dissent with terrorism. And the Terrorism Act's broad wording means supporting a proscribed group can mean almost anything. Even journalists, lawyers, or family members risk arrest for public words. And this overreach is a tool of repression in less democratic states, and it's alarming to see it here. Arresting people for non-violent expressions of support for a political cause, whether you accept that cause or whether you like that cause or not, represents an authoritarian impulse in our legal system, and it demonstrates fear of political debate and a willingness to use exceptional powers to police dissent. It doesn't matter whether one agrees with Palestine Action's methods. Arresting people for mere support moves us towards a Russian-style model of oppression, of prescription, using language of security to police thought. It's profoundly un-British, or rather, it's the British state at its most repressive, a legacy of colonial control and emergency powers which should have no place in a modern democracy. The legal issue alone should cause concern.